need. I can never trust next to what you need. Ain't nothing changed since Cardiff. You ready? Yo, Mace, back to the old school, bro.
In Cardiff, talking about Welsh Grime. It's the first open mic grime night in a long time, so what a way to celebrate. We are joined by SABZ. How are you doing tonight, SABZ? You okay?
Yeah, really buzzing for tonight, you know, see some wicked performers. So, yeah.
And who are you most looking forward to seeing, do you think?
Maybe like Neeks, Man Like Vision and Mirkage. Yeah,
Nah, they will. They'll be sick and kill their sets, I'm sure. It's been a while since grime has been hosted in the capital city. What do you think about them putting this night on?
it gives episodes growing artists, you know, a chance to perform, and you know, it's been a while since we've all been out due to COVID and stuff, so it's nice to see everyone jump on stage and perform.
Oh no, it'll be wicked. And are you a big fan of grime? Have you been following it for a while?
Yeah, I'll say like when I started grime and music in general, was like started music in Ministry of Life Education, so started music with them and then got into it and then got joined Ladies of Age, jumping on stage and meeting those guys.
Oh, it is. It's a wicked genre, I think, to bring people together, and I'm glad you mentioned youth clubs, because I feel like grime is such a grassroots music scene. Do you think it's important to share this with the young people and get them involved and stuff like this as well?
Yeah, with music, obviously with young people, it gives them a chance to show their voice within music and get them to express themselves through music, so it's really good.
Oh, it's amazing. And for Welsh grime specifically as well, what do you love about it? No, that's okay, we'll just cut that bit out, don't worry, I didn't put you on the spot. What else can I ask? Said what you're looking forward to seeing. So the venue being in the moon as well, what do you think about the moon hosting the event?
Oh, I love the moon, honestly. One of my venues to go to, like, you see so many young artists and you meet so many new people, so it's really nice and really good vibes as well.
Well, thank you so much for talking to you guys. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your evening. Anything else you want to chat about before we go?
I think, yeah, that's it. I hope you have a good night as well.
Alright, well,
Yeah. Someone to rap over the people.
I think they're all going in.
Okay, we've got time, check it out.
I don't know if we can hear you on the thing, but you smashed it, brother.
SICKOFF, hashtag Man Like Vision, hashtag Truth, hashtag Cherry, hashtag BENJI, hashtag Haze. My name is BENJI, this is Heat Up. If you take any videos, if you take any photos, make sure you post them on Twitter, Insta, hashtag Heat Up. Let's do this thing, yeah? Yeah. Let me tell them, Grime is alive. Yo, as you can see, I'm coming back with a drink. Woo! As you can see, I'm going back with a drink. As you can see, I'm going back with a drink. As you can see, I'm going back with a drink, back with a drink. Nobody's back to receive. Hey, everyone's looking at the track and the drink, smart, doing like me. As you can see, I'm flowing like ice, I'm so back in this shit and read the right seat. Go back to your shit, know how it is. Over the dude, I'm so hard at it. Why do you go when you grow by the business? I don't know down and show by the biz. All of a stiff, next to that, I can see smoking in this. But they think they're trying like a soul in a kiss. Talking sort of like an ocean of fish. Whistle when you get it, when I'm pushing it, it's when they can't get up. Bobby's sort of right here, when I feel like a target hot. Morning, wake up, honey and lemon. Hit me to the wish, running these record. Take our kings and I don't need when they get up in our chicken. School up, teach some of these lessons. Give them a stand-up show, I told them I don't do funny impressions. I just wanna make money this second. See, if you wanna be a man, but that's the new slogan at the start of the track. But about you next time, when I choose to shit back up like an arm in a cat. Don't just even, can't get any of them. Most of the people on the target, your back, keep going, touch you on the ice, don't know. This is far from the
Natural log.
Okay, so we are live in Cardiff. This is the first open mic grime night we've had in a long, long time, and I'm gassed to be talking to Prendi. And as of today, you've been big on the scene for a while, guys.
Trust
Would
me.
you take a minute to introduce yourself to someone who hasn't seen you or heard you before?
Sure, I'm Prendi. I run the Shutdown Show, put on events in Cardiff and South Wales. I do a bit of radio. I'm just a fan at first, but then I do a lot of things behind the scenes.
You are. You do a sick job as well, Prendi.
Trust me.
Lost without you.
Yeah.
How are you, Ezra? Do you want to introduce yourself a minute?
Yeah, so I'm Ezra on the socials, different kettle on Instagram, yeah. And yeah, I just makes music, and I'm a fan first, like Prendi, yeah. I love the music. I makes music, but I'm a fan. I'll be here all day long in the crowd if I'm not on the stage, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, and I'm so glad you touched upon that as well, because I think the Welsh scene and the Cardiff scene as well is strong. We all come up to support each other. This is the first night we've had in a long time in Cardiff. What do you think about the Moon hosting this type of evening?
The Moon's fundamental to what it is we're doing, yeah, fundamental. Before the Moon, we had Buffalo, we had Goody Who, we had Undertone, we had Options, yeah? They're all gone. So now we've got the Moon Club, we've got Club Evo back, Tram Shed, the people doing things in Tram Shed, so these things are all important to us, yeah? If we can access it, and it's accessible, then it's important.
Trust me.
You know what I'm saying? There's other venues out there that won't put it on for us. Yeah, you won't see us at Tony Rebel, yeah, you won't see us in all these other places. And I'm not calling these things out, but I'm saying that makes the Moon, Tram Shed, Club Evo back, they make them important.
Exactly. It gives us a place to come together, really, and gives people a voice as well. What do you think about that, Prendi?
Yeah, I mean, what Ezra said, but I think there's not enough venues like the Moon we need venues where artists need to perform for the first time, or when they're learning their trade as well. So like the Moon is great for that, but we definitely need more venues like that as well.
We do indeed, and I think Cardiff, like, it's full of culture, it's rich in it, and for yourself as a promoter of the Shutdown Show, what do you think about mobile music in particular as well? Do you think it's got as much support as it should have or could have in Wales in general?
It's got more now in the last couple of years for reasons which may be political, but that's good. People are getting support in it. It gets support to a degree, but a lot of time I think a lot of people outside of the scene who put on these gigs are just trying to tick boxes a lot of the time. So people, promoters within the Welsh mobile scene love it, and I think radio presenters from that as well love it, but then people from the outside I think are maybe trying to tick boxes. But it's good that those artists are getting the support.
Good answer.
Definitely, it gives us a nice platform as well. Who have you got eyes on in the Welsh music scene at the moment as well?
Good
I'm
question.
Try and name someone who's not, because there's a lot of people doing amazing, but everyone knows about them. So maybe Man Like Vision.
Yo, he's sick.
Yeah.
He's sick.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think people like.
I'll put you on the spot, haven't I?
know.
Sorry.
Do you know what? Everyone knows about him, but I can't. Like Lemfrek is on a different level as well. I think.
Yo, he is. Even his
in the last year and a
performance
half,
as
I've discovered his music properly, but he's getting loads of support. And then I'm trying to think like not the usual suspects, but yeah, you know.
Nah, they was good answers, man. They was.
Yeah, amazing answers. Good question too.
Can I go back? Can I go back to when you said about the outside supporting the mobile scene? Because I think live events and the support of the scene are separate. I think when people put out tunes, people are doing big numbers on their tunes. Yeah, they're like. Aside from numbers, that's because people are supporting it.
Yeah,
right? People are enjoying the music.
Yeah, real music.
So whether they come to the events or not doesn't always reflect on whether the scene is really being supported like that. Yeah? I think it's important to recognise that actually people on Spotify and their YouTubes and their channels supporting, you know what I'm saying? And that's important as well as live music and actual performance of it.
Yeah, most definitely. And I feel like the music scene in general is split into different genres. We're here to enjoy the Welsh Grime tonight. For anyone who doesn't usually listen to that type of music, if you've got like a couple of words, like maybe 3 words you could use to describe Welsh Grime or why you love it.
I mean, energy, rawness. Yeah, it's my favourite genre, and I think just grime nights are great. I've done grime nights, but I think with other genres as well, because I just want to try and get as many people in. But it's great to see that obviously BENJI's done just the grime night and those people in.
Yeah, definitely.
And how about you, Ezra? Why do you love Welsh Grime, and why do you think other people should maybe listen to it? Like it?
When you said about 3 words for Welsh Grime, yeah, what I was thinking was PRENDI said the words, and to me that's just grime. Yeah, I think part of something right now is that we need to enforce that it's grime and not Welsh grime separate to what grime is.
Yeah, yeah,
grime
for
is
real.
grime.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so I hear a lot about Welsh grime and it is Welsh and it is very much people talk about Wales and where they're from.
Yeah.
At the same time, grime is grime, it is rawness and it is energy and that's reflected here the same way as it is in other places in the UK.
Yeah, for real. Good answer, man.
I hope you guys enjoy your night. Thank
Amazing
you so much
interview.
for chatting
Thank
with
you,
me.
guys.
Yeah, anything you want to say before we go?
Thanks for getting me on.
Yeah, man, safe, bro.
Thank you, guys.
So-
Can I get you to sign a little photo? Take a photo. Okay.
Also
Time in London, but they give a fuck about life in London. These guys in London talk about London, and if they find in London, into the kind of London I find in London. Into the BMC guys in London, make you want to my life in London. All the guys I have to find in London. Yeah, let's run it again. Listen, I don't know if you guys know, but there's been a little beef, yeah, London versus Wales. Wiley was chatting shit, so we had to bury him in this boy then. J9 was chatting shit, so we had to bury him in this boy then. Taxman was chatting shit, we buried him in this boy then. Wales on top every time, yeah, Welsh crime is alive. Yo, and again. In London, shouldn't give a fuck about life in London. These guys in London talk about London like they pride in London. It's in the kind of London, slide in London, make sure everything guys in London. Make you want to come alive in London. All these guys try and survive in London. J9 to the top, more time, you be getting busted in your side. You ain't fighting for PRENDI guys, you saw my food wanted to come round mine. I was like, cool, that's fine.
So we're here in Cardiff. We got Honest Travel on the interview, 10 toes on the camera. And we are joined by MACE the GRATE, we've got Minas and Mugabi as well. We're going to really quickly chat about Welsh grime. Some would say you're at the forefront of the moment, you've been everywhere. For people who don't really listen to grime, can you talk to us a little bit about it, maybe the elements that make up the sound?
I would say that's a proper producer question, but I would say for grime, it's just the sound of the street, innit? It sounded like the underprivileged. Do you get me? So yeah, it's the sound of the unheard, underprivileged sound of the streets in the rawest form. That's how I do it.
It's a vast form as well. It gives people a voice really who maybe might not have a voice otherwise. Anything you guys want to add on to that?
I'll let MACE say he's the best spokesperson for grime.
Yeah, pretty much.
UK though, innit? It's
Yeah.
UK.
But the thing about grime is different in, like, you go Liverpool and like it's a different feel to it there. It's the same feel, but the accents make grime, I think, as well.
It's all DIY as well.
Yeah.
That's one of the best things about it as well, because people put their own stamp on it. And for you mates as well, you've been out of Cardiff for a lot of the moments. How is grime heard by other people? Like, how have you been supported outside of Cardiff?
I was just saying to Stabs then, when I went to Texas, they love grime out there because it's like new to them, it's still fresh to them, whereas, I don't know, it's still good here, but it's like, I feel like in places outside the UK, it's almost like appreciated more, because we've always kind of, I'm 27, so grime's like more or less been here for time, which is maybe for me, but in other places it's still new to them, so it's exciting.
No, it's wicked. And like here in Cardiff as well, like grime's been around for like a good couple of years, but I feel like it's had a proper boost recently. What do you think that is like? What is it that people are now doing that maybe they didn't do before, or is it just catching up with time?
I think it's loads of things. I think it's like lots of little steps, like everyone being consistent with their music, and then like Stavs as well, like what he done with Diff Boy and bringing everyone together. That was like a kind of milestone as well. That helped like towards building the scene up and that.
what projects have you got coming, guys?
I'm working on a new project. It's not an album, but it's not an EP, it's just a big project.
Okay, that sounds
How
exciting.
about you, Minas?
I'm doing singles, I'm just doing singles. I think I'm just gonna try and like MACE said, be consistent with it. Keep getting them out. Just remind people that you're doing something, you know what I mean? And just try to stay as creative as you can, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And how about you?
There, I guess, at the moment. Obviously, I've been making this project. Got my own album coming out this year. Doing bits for Luke, just usual for me, innit? Just working with whoever.
Got the studio, what's the studio
Oh yeah,
called?
got a studio. Oh, I can't say yet, bro.
Oh,
Gonna announce the studio soon though, innit?
Yes, bro.
Exclusive, maybe.
Top secret. Some dumbbells wrong.
And like we've talked a little bit about your future projects. Like in general, what do you think the future of grime or Welsh grime is going to be like? Do you think it's going to be pushed like further than our borders?
yeah, I think there are a lot of people that are going to be able to do music full time from Wales, which is the dream, isn't it?
Yeah, it's happening. You know what I mean?
So
People aren't doing it full time now. You know what I mean? It's people like yourself and local who are driving to the core. Like, you know what I mean? That's what you could do it. And now that's what you want to do most of the time. You know what I mean? Like it's putting money in your pocket and it's feeding your family. Like at the end of the day. Like, and that's I think what we're trying to get to is getting it so we haven't got to do it just to hobby. It can be like a way of actually, you know what I mean? Being like, oh right, this is actually real because this is how I pay my way. Like, you know?
Yeah, you can do it as well because you can invest a lot of time, a lot of money into it.
Definitely, it's happening in Wales now as well. It's not just a bunch of MCs. The shows they fill up. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people doing it. Everyone's different. They got their own little flavours. All the Wales are getting involved. It's not just Cardiff. It's not just Newport. You know, Swansea's happening. The Valley's getting involved. So I think that's the main thing.
Neath Talbot.
Yes.
And for you guys as well, like who have you got your eyes on the scene as well, coming up, or even like old school as well, you think are proper pushing themselves in the
Good question.
I'm watching. There's a boy called CeeLo.
I was going to say CeeLo.
He's amazing. Cass. I'm mentoring a boy called Truth as well. So yeah, there's lots of youngers and it's good because it's like Snow, Marino, like this big.
Marino's he's already.
And then Marino ain't like the little one. Marino's like part of the crew, like he's with us. Do you get me? So there's plenty. It's good.
Nate's coming out. Nate's going to be doing.
Oh, of course,
stuff.
yeah. Nate, the guy behind Silk Crayon. I don't know if he wants that to be a secret, but I'm just going to
There's
tell
a lot to
everyone.
choose from now. That's what's fun about it. There's so many to choose from.
Yeah, like we'd be here all day naming people who's doing bits. So that's a good thing, though.
Good question. Good answers.
It's going off, and like you guys as well, you do like so much stuff for the scene as well. Like I love seeing you do your thing. Anything you want to leave us on before we go?
Right now we're at BENJI show called Heater. Bag of MCs.
Where are we Sunday?
Where are we Sunday? We're going Nottingham Sunday. Me, Luca Minas going Nottingham Sunday. We got a show with Diana Drill and Lauren Kofi. So yeah, big show Sunday. Yo, Razamus in the cut. Yo, Raz Kid, bad boy grime MC as well.
Trust me.
Come on. Yeah, we're here. BENJI show. It's looking lively. This is the strip where it's popping. Safe.